Hello guys and welcome to What's Up with Dota. So a new update just came out called Spring Cleaning. The Spring Cleaning 2016 update has arrived with a host of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. Spring Cleaning is an opportune time to address issues that sometimes get lost in the tournament and balance update shuffles. You'll see highlights of a few major features such as hero specific ability bindings and camera control group hotkeys, and you can check out the comprehensive list of fixes and changes included below. So let's get right to it. Here's what we've changed. Neutral spawn indicators. You can now view neutral creep spawn boxes when selecting observer and sentry wards to place on the map, helping you to block and unblock creep camps more efficiently. You can also toggle an option to display these boxes with Alt is pressed. When Alt is pressed. Well, I don't know how I feel about this update. It's making the game more casual, I guess. I don't know how relevant it is. It might be relevant, but it will be for noobs, I guess. But still making the game a little bit easier. Either way, let's move on. Camera control group hotkeys. Use the new camera control group hotkeys to bind specific map locations to a single keystroke. Hold control and tap the key of your choice and set a map position. Once set, tap the key to move the camera to that location. Tap the key again to move the camera back to your hero. Okay, so this is back when console controls were used more efficiently. I remember Eternal Envy and some other people would map the keybinds to a rune. So now it's official that you can now do it in-game rather than console controls. But let's scroll down some more. Streamline settings menu. To help make the settings menu easier to navigate, we have recognized the layout of multiple settings and relocated several other to advanced options and advanced hotkeys. So now instead of like buttons, I guess you could just scroll on the settings. So that's cool, I guess. Army organization. The army has been updated with a new section to view recently acquired items along with a couple of other minor improvements to increase usabilities. AKA, buy more of our items. Now we could help you organize better, I guess. Armor expansion. The number of base armor slots have been increased from 1,080 to 10,000, and the maximum number of slots has been increased from 24,000 to 34,000. Well, with Valve always putting in items, I guess this was inevitable. Buy more items, please. That's what they're saying. Hero specific ability hotkeys. You can now set hero specific ability key bindings in the settings hotkeys menu. Perhaps you want to pounce with Q, throw meat hooks with T, and ravage with Y. Create the unique bindings for all your favorite heroes to meet the needs of your playstyle. So I see this more usefulness for pro players since they're used to legacy keys, and rather than having them to switch all the time to when they play a hero, they could just set them up manually and just not have to worry about it later on. Let's go browse the full store. The in-client store tab has been updated with the browse feature. Search for seasonal treasures, tournament tickets, pro gear, and more. Browse the entire Dota 2 store collection all without leaving the client. There you go, like I said, more items, good for them. Minimap icon updates. To better indicate which direction an enemy unit or dire unit is spectating is facing, the classic X minimap unit icons have been changed to arrows. More casualty to the game, that's the way I see it. Kind of like I used to play with minimap with the ordinary ones, but I switched it to the name tabs because sometimes with Wind Ranger or Wind Runner, whatever you want to call her, when she power shot it, like I wouldn't be able to tell. But I guess this makes it easier in case she's power shotting, you know that it's coming at you, so you could kind of dodge it more efficiently. Tower attack range and target indicator. Are you serious? League of Legends now? Selecting a tower will now display the tower's attack range and its current target. Additionally, you could click a toggle in the option interface settings to add this tower information to your alt press indicators. I mean, I see this good because it'll help new players out, but it's slowly Dota is becoming an easier game. I don't know, man. It's been going this way for a while now. I'm pretty sure I remember I once heard Fear talk about how back in the day denies would give you like nothing, no gold experience. So yeah, I guess he's one to talk about the game getting easier. I mean, it's still a complex game, but you know, these little changes then make it out to something else. Independent voice and chat muting. There are now separate options to mute players' voice and text communication. Open the scoreboard and click on the voice or text icon next to the player's name and toggle mute options. So that's beautiful. Now we just need one for pings, right? In my opinion. The user interface. Added a new minimap settings UI, recognized the settings panel UI. All non-mechanical specific settings are now saved in the Steam Cloud. Fixed being unable to search for a match while spectating. Various fixes to direct camera. Enabled binding mouse wheel up, wheel mouse down, and mouse 3 as hotkeys, including alt variations of them. Hovering over unit stats panel now visually shows their attack radius. Fixed string models in custom games carrying over to other games. Alright, I think for this, I'm just going to try and skip to the most important ones because there's a lot of them and I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to all of it. So I'll check for the most important ones. Alright, so they added an option to make your HP bar different from your allies to make it easier to notice your hero. Green for you, yellow for allies, red for enemies. I think that's good. Sometimes you might get lost and you don't notice where you're at, so this will help a lot. There is now an option to invert quick cast to cast on button release rather than you press. So this is mostly for people who play quick cast. I play quick cast and sometimes if you want to aim, there's no way to aim when playing quick cast. So with this, now you can hold the key most likely to aim and then let go when you want it to release it. It's kind of like League of Legends has that, so I think that's a good update. So they fixed text muted players still being able to draw on the minimap. So if you mute them with text, now they will not be able to draw on the minimap. So that's good. They added a button to mute your mic from the dashboard. I mean, I guess this might be helpful if you have open mic, like you can mute yourself. So that was it for the UI updates. Now I'm going to go over the gameplay changes they made. Fixed a bug with stun application timing that could cause you to teleport to the fountain while stunned. This happens very rare, but when it does happen, you're like WTF because you stun them, but they still TP the fountain, and then when they TP the fountain, they're stunned. So this will solve a lot of the issues there. So that's good, more gameplay fix. Fixing the courier die in an area after it has already been dead for a while and when you hadn't seen it die originally. So that's just a little minor tweak, I guess. Sometimes you would see the courier die for no reason when it's already dead. It throws you off a bit, so that's good. Fix various effects malfunctioning when the target moves in and out of Fog of War, causing things like an hex effect to play multiple times when the target reappears. Yeah, small minor fix. That's kind of like courier thing. That's good. Assists now get counted whenever you place a buff on a hero that kills an enemy heroes. And also assists now get counted whenever you place debuff on an enemy hero that dies. So that's pretty good. More like if you put a buff on, like with Abaddon or something, or like Omni Repel, and you get assist for that. So that's pretty cool actually. That's going to be a lot more gold coming in the game though. Fix untouchable lingering when attempting to attack units other than Enchantress. So sometimes you would attack Enchantress and you would switch targets and the spell debuff would still be there. So that's pretty good. Added a new setting to make summon units always auto attack. So I see that pretty good for like Dark Zero Wall. Whenever you use it, if you're like kind of bad at microing, it'll just auto attack anyone. So that's pretty good. Towers can now be targeted in Fog of War without giving the invulnerability error. So yeah, more consistency. Enable quick casts to work with non-hero units and neutrals. This is for like Enchantress or Chen players. Sometimes I play Enchantress, and since I'm used to quick cast, you can't do that for neutral. So that's good, I guess. Fix Roshan's model size after Hex. RIP, oldest glitch in the game. And that's mostly it for the gameplay update. Now it's economy update, which I probably won't go over much because I really don't care about Dota 2 items, or I myself do not find them important. But I guess I'll go over the first three ones, which are the most important. Added Tinker to the item workshop, added Bane to the item workshop, and added Night Stalker to the item workshop. So expect items for those heroes in the near future. Yeah, if I couldn't really find anything that was important to me. If it's important to you, you can look up the update. It's at www.dota2.com/springcleaning. But that's it for today. You know the usual. Give it a like, comment, subscribe if you like the video or what I'm doing. But I'll catch you guys next time.